Yo, welcome to another episode of EmpireJeffTV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Friday night, live from Los Angeles, California, a night where the Los Angeles Dodgers, your Los Angeles Dodgers, my Los Angeles Dodgers, all Los Angeles Dodgers, went into Texas and got that win against the Texas Rangers. They say everything is bigger in Texas, including the Dubs, y'all. Because that's a big-ass win in Texas, man. The last two World Series champions facing off in Texas tonight, man. And a mammoth showdown between our very own Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Jacob deGrom. And Jacob deGrom is filthy. He's nasty. He's disgusting. He's crazy. One of the best pitchers in baseball when healthy. Yoshinobu Yamamoto outdueled him tonight, man. He outdueled him tonight, man. Went out there and got absolutely busy. Did his thing. Punished him, killed him. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 10 Ks. He has an 0.93 ERA for the season, y'all. For the season. Now y'all see why I was so crazy excited last year. Well, technically 2023 on my birthday when the baseball gods blessed us with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, because I knew we had ourselves something special. I knew we had ourselves a future Cy Young Award winner. Multiple time Cy Young Award winner. I knew we had a nasty dude coming in. And I knew this for a while. We were getting him too. Man, Yoshinobu went out there and did his thing, man. That splitter, it has people just out there guessing. The swing and miss on that is ridiculous. It is just Kirby Yates did his thing. Tanner Scott did his thing. Absolute pitching dominance. Tommy Edman did his Shohei Ohtani impression with a leadoff home run to start the game. They made that crucial mistake where they walked someone to get some to someone else. They walked Freddie intentionally to get to Teo, and Teo said, ahem, and made them like, yo, why we do that? Teo drives in a run. 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Will Smith with a sacrifice fly with a runner on third and only less than 2 outs to drive in that third run. And that's all she wrote. Max Muncy, y'all. He's been catching hell. He's been catching flack. He's been catching shots. He's been catching heat. But that glove That glove a couple times today served its purpose. Max Muncy contributed to this win. A lot of guys contributed to this win. But Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a story of the night. He's a story of the night. Damn near might be the story of the season. He might be the story of the season, man. What he's doing right now, Snell out, a lot of guys out, Shohei out, Rockies going to take some time. Glasnow has not been great to the dominant level we know him to be. Like I said, Snell out. Yoshinobu Yamamoto right now is looking like the best pitcher in baseball, y'all. He is, and he's just getting started. He's just getting started. This is, we're a couple weeks into year 2 of his major league career, and look at what this guy is doing. There is a reason the Los Angeles Dodgers gave this man $325 million. There was a reason the New York Yankees went so hard after Yoshinobu Yamamoto. There is a reason why the San Francisco Giants tried to get him. The Texas Rangers tried to get him. There is a reason why every team tried to get him. There's also a reason why we got him. Why we got him. And he's ours for a very long time. And his stuff is nasty. His stuff is nasty. No Shohei, no problem. Don't even have our bullpen guys, no problem. Dodgers get the dub, man. Dodgers get the dub on a night where every other team in the National League West took that L. They took that L. Padres lost to the Houston Astros. Giants lost to the Angels. Diamondbacks had a crazy just collapse against the Cubs. I mean, do we even care about the Rockies and what their record is? But I think they got like stormed out or something like that. I think inclement weather. I don't even think they played. Maybe they did, maybe they don't. I don't look at Rocky scores unless they're playing someone that we need them to beat, which probably isn't going to happen. But it is a good night. A good night. It was hard for me because I'm watching that Padre trash throw game, and I'm like, yo, who do we root for in this game, man? I cannot openly root for the trash throws to win, even if it means beating a team that's ahead of us and currently in this young season standings. Can't root for them ever. My heart of hearts, partially, I'm like, yo, we're going to get you, Padres. We're going to get you. I've got this saying I'm going around on all social media networks where I'm saying they are renting first place. It is a first place Airbnb that the Padres are staying in, but it's our property. It's our property. Eventually, we're going to take it back. We're going to go into our own house, put our feet up on the table, chill in our own crib, tell them to get out. Don't squat, SD. You can't squat. You can't squat in the first place Airbnb. You can't squat where you're renting first place. You can't do it. It's in the contract. You're renting first place right now. You're renting it. And right now that rent is down to half game. That rent is down to half game. They are renting first place right now. Like I said, Airbnb first place. You know what I said? You know what? I said, halfway jokingly that we were going to be in first place by middle of May. In my heart of hearts, I felt it would be sooner than that, but I just wanted, even that got pushed back. I'm like, yo, you're crazy. We're down 2 games. You don't think we're going to make up 2 games in 5 weeks? Tripping. We were half game back. And as much as I hate the trash throws, they have a chance to, win at least 2 or 3 from the Padres. The Dodgers have a chance to win at least 2 or 3 from the Texas Rangers, if not sweep them, if they got everything going. They just beat their best pitcher. And, we have a chance to be in first place very soon, which is young in the season. Doesn't really matter. Bragging rights, trash talking rights, getting people to shut up, getting back to the normalcy of life, right? Getting back to the normalcy, right? Dodgers first place, NL West. Padres worrying about the Dodgers in the NL West. The Giants kind of are sliding back, kind of, sort of, into character. Played a little above their head to start this season. Got to give them credit. Got to give the Padres credit. Got to give all these teams credit. Trash talk aside, got to give them all credit. But there's no way in holy hell we're not winning this division. There's just no way. We win this division by at least 10 games, yo. I mean, there's no way. There's no way we don't win this division. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. The house don't lose. The house don't lose, and it's our house. They're renting first place. Renting first place. I'm catching all kinds of heat, all kinds of threats, all kinds of anger, all kinds of everything over that take on TikTok and IG, but I love it. I love it because they take it so personal. It's just sports to me, man. It's just sports to me. They take it so personal. They get so upset. They are so tight. They're so in their feelings. I love it. I love it. It's just too easy. It's too easy. But Yoshinobu, man, I'm going to tell you something about him. Because his splitter was so nasty that just the threat of him using it is making his other pitches more effective. That curveball has a whole new life because of the threat of the splitter. So now his other pitches, which are still filthy, are going to God level as well because they're just so scared of the splitter. So his curveball is becoming lights out as a result of it. Now, when he starts just point blank darting and painting that outside corner on the fastball when they're guessing, that's what DeGrom was doing today. He was filthy, man. He had a couple of punch outs where he was just making guys look silly, just putting that ball exactly where he wanted to on strike three. When Yamamoto nails that consistently, when Rockies starts nailing that consistently, the whole staff really, when they stop throwing balls and just start throwing strikes, which they've been doing better of late, the league is in trouble. Because I'm telling you, I keep telling you guys, there's going to be a point where the bats and the arms are hot at the same time. Nothing nobody can do with them. Nothing. Dave Roberts continues to move up the list of all-time wins. Number 1 winning percentage in the history of baseball. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Dave. Shohei's been going between 280 and 300. He's got the 6 home runs. Tommy Edman, 7 home runs. What? Like, no one saw that coming. 7 home runs through 21-ish games? What? Nah, man. We did not see that coming. We didn't see George Herman Edman coming. We didn't see that coming. We didn't see that. We didn't see Mark McGuire Edman coming. We didn't see that coming. But he's here. He's here. Launching from left? Launching from the left side of the... What? I don't care what you guys say. Muncy gonna wake up. Yeah, Muncy gonna wake up. Dodgers going to throw something in the pot, mix it up. Scoop out a center fielder, dropping in center. That's coming soon. What? Oh, man. There's, the whole offseason, the excitement, the start of the season, the banter with these other teams, it just doesn't matter, y'all. Doesn't matter. You see this championship patch right here on his dope-ass black and gray Dodger hat, which you couldn't get on the Fanatics link that I'm going to post you on a little bit. It's there. But this team, man, this team, bro, Yamamoto's out here pitching like a certified ace. Dominant. We got 2 other aces getting ready to get going. Dustin May is pitching like an absolute stud. I don't want to talk about my guy, Bobby Miller. We ain't going to do that. No, we ain't going to do that. It's too soon. It's too soon. Can't do it. Can't do it. We got Catman coming back. We got Kirsch coming back. Who, whatever you guys say, Kirsch going to help eat innings, man. Relax. It's just, I still pinch myself when I look at this roster. This is real? This is real? This is real? What in all the Luka on the Lakers is going on here in Los Angeles? We got Luka on the Lakers. We got Ohtani on the Dodgers. We got Yamamoto on the Dodgers. We got Glasnow on the Dodgers. Snell on the Dodgers. Roki on the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernández on the Dodgers. We got Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates on the Dodgers. What's this air horn? What? This is craziness, man. This is crazy. Give Roki like give Roki a year I still think Rockie, by the end of the year, people could be like, yo, he can get us a good game. He can get us a big game come playoff time on the road even. I'm telling you, Rockie can get us a big game in these playoffs. He can give us that. He can give us that Yamamoto against the Mets. He can give us that Yamamoto against the Yankees. He can give us that Yamamoto game 5 against the Padres. He can. And he will. What? It's nuts. It's nuts. And this is why we've been so happy. This is why we've been so excited. This is why we've been borderline so cocky. This is exactly what we've been celebrating. This is what we've been happy about. This is what we've been talking about. This is what we've been cheering about. This is what we've been rubbing it in about. This is what we've been reminding y'all about. So every day when these other fan bases are posting the standings in April like it's October, this is what we was telling y'all about. They're so happy to be in first place in April. They're so happy to be in first place in April because they know they won't be in October. They know it. They know it. And these teams can still do some damage in October. Don't get it twisted. The San Diego Padres can still be scary. I've been saying that since the offseason. So that's not new over here. It's not new over here. I'm not convinced the Giants can keep this up. If they do, props and credit to them. I'm not convinced they can. I'm not convinced they can keep this up. If they do, God bless them. Not convinced they can keep it up. I am convinced the Colorado Rockies can keep up what they're doing. There's so many unanswered questions. There's so many. Does Atlanta get going? Do some teams make some crazy trades? Do things get wild? Does Arizona, who was on a little bit of a roll, getting things going again to that debacle today, which I still think, I did a post on them earlier today talking about of all the talk of the Giants, the Dodgers, the Padres, there's no talk of Arizona. They probably feel a little disrespected as a result of that. Very potent offense potentially. Very strong starting rotation. Good team. Good ball club. NL West is going to be nuts. NL West 2 through 4 is going to be nuts because first is ours, y'all. I'm sorry. It's ours. Y'all just renting it. Y'all just renting first place once again. Y'all renting it. We rent it out. And then we come home. We come home late in the summer or sometime in the summer. We come home in summer and fall. It's ours. And then when we're off vacation celebrating a championship, we rent it out again. Y'all can rent it. Y'all can rent it. Y'all can rent it. Post your little pictures on IG and TikTok or whatever. Post you're in your first place mansion. Renting your first place mansion. First place Airbnb, you're renting it. Go do your posts. But you notice in October, they're not in that mansion no more. They're not in that mansion no more, man, because the mansion's ours. Mansion's ours, y'all. Well, I got 3 bottles of water. What's going on? I got 3 bottles of water here, all with like different levels of water. Like it looks like a cell phone signal, like low, medium, full. Here, what's going on? But happy to have you guys here once again. I am Empire Jeff. This is Empire Jeff TV. We are talking the Los Angeles Dodgers victory over the Texas Rangers in Texas tonight. Yoshinobu Yamamoto outduels Jacob deGrom to get the win. The Dodgers have won 4 in a row. All of the teams that are all bunched up in the NL West lost today. Great win. So appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. You could also become a member to the channel. Click that join button or the first link in the description for less than the cost of lunch. You can become a member for an entire month. Great way to help support the channel. On that note, you can also help support the channel. Get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more. Make sure to use our Fanatic link to get special discounts on your purchase. Also help support the channel. All your Laker gear, your Dodger gear, and more. They also got this little thing called jersey assurance. So if your favorite player gets traded after you bought the jersey, they allow you to swap it for another one. So make sure to check that out, man. Got great products and great memorabilia. Also, shout out to my guys formerly known as We Talk Mavs, known as the Cap and Crown podcast. Was on their show Wednesday night. My first away game. My first non Empire Jeff TV Lakers Fast Break I'm gonna mess this up. I always do. Joe Soro experiment. Got it. Tell you the Joe Rogan thing still gets me. Outside of that, outside of home base, it's my first like show I've done outside of the nest really in a while since I kind of left NBA circle to go do baseball. So I popped up over there on Wednesday. We had a fantastic show covering all the different MVPs and the MVP race from 96 to 2004. Had some great dialogue and probably kicked off some ideas for some other shows. So make sure to go check out my brothers King and Rel and King over at Cap and Crown podcast over there, man. Great work, great guys. Love working with them. Always have, always will. Fun work with them. So let's see. Let's get over this. Search, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you tuning in as always, man. The mod god, the mod father, the mod of mods, Mr. Search and Destroy, the best in the business. Chris, the art director, speaking of best in the business. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in as always. I had breakfast for dinner. Oh, I love breakfast for dinner. I never eat breakfast unless it's for dinner or brunch. I can't eat breakfast when I first wake up, man. I can't. I feel like it slows me down. It slows me down. By the way, y'all know breakfast was like one of the biggest hustles of all time, right? You know, it was one of the biggest money grabs of all time, right? You know, like for like thousands and thousands and thousands of years, no one ate breakfast until do your breakfast history research. Do your breakfast history research. Breakfast was not a thing for so long, and then it was. And they got the money grab. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. What's going on, sir? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you for tuning in as always. Let me mind my business. As I said, what's up, Chris? Let's see. We got Don't Care. Yoshi Cy Young this year. Yeah, he's putting in work for it. He's definitely put in the work for it. Yeah, he's been phenomenal, incredible, filthy, everything you could ask for a Cy Young Award winner. The Dodgers are going to win enough games. He's probably going to have enough wins. His ERA is probably going to be good enough. He's probably going to have the strikeouts. He's in line for it already. He's going to start picking up momentum in his next couple of starts to where the national media is going to start really talking about it. Don't Care. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you, as always, tuning in. The curveball was nastier than the splitter. Yeah, I touched on that. Like I said, the splitter is opening up these other pitches to where it's making these other pitches so much more lethal because the threat of the splitter. It's crazy. What's going on, Pale Fox? How long is Shohei allowed to be on the MLB's paternity list? And when is he going to pitch? I don't know the exact answer to either one of these because however long he's allowed to be on it, I don't believe he will be on it that long. And when is he going to pitch? I've heard that fluctuate. Everything that I had heard towards the end of last season that he was pretty much cleared to go. They're being cautious. He's being cautious. He definitely wants to pitch. I thought that he was going to pitch in May. I'm not ruling that out, but it may be looking more like June. I think there's a strong chance this could change at any time. I think there's a strong chance that we could see him June, July, and August, that we can get a 3-month span of him pitching and then shut down again. This is what I think. Now, this doesn't mean he won't resurrect that pitching come playoff time, but I think they're going to take it easy with him. There's a variety of reasons for this. One, they want to keep him healthy. Two, I think they want to, there's just all this discussion of how long will Shohei pitch. Well, if they limit his innings every year, he can pitch for a while. So I think it's a combination of, look, his bat, the threat of the bat, the power, all this. And then we can maybe stretch his pitching on an extra 2 to 3 years if we take this path. So I don't entirely know. I don't think anyone does. But I would say look for him sometime between the second half of May to the first half of June, and look for him to go at least, barring health, probably through August. And then maybe they will shut him down again after that. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's up, my guy? What a masterpiece by Yamamoto. Tommy doing Tommy things. Tanner a little shaky, but got the job done. Kirby been lights out. Yeah. So that bullpen is starting to, Tanner Scott's ERA is falling back down. Kirby had a wild one the other night. He was shut down today. It's just the way it's going to go. It don't matter. Like when you look at it, when you think of all the jams like Jack Flaherty would get in, or you look at all the jams that like even Yamamoto was in multiple times, 2-out doubles, runners in scoring position, got out of it. Getting in jams is one thing. Being able to pitch in the jam is another. When you got guys who can pitch their way out of a jam and out of the stretch, it's some guys just take it to another level when they get into that pressure cooker. Yamamoto is one of them. Tanner Scott has been one of them. Kirby Yates has been one of them. Kopech is one of them. Gratterall can be one of them. They got multiple of these guys. Phillips is another one. They got so many. And now Dreyer. now Dryer. Like they got this kid stud out of nowhere. It's like he's like 2025 Banda, but he's looking like he's better than Banda. So, and you still have Banda. Banda. Man, it hits every time. They still got so many guys. Still got Vesia. Like it's like, wow, you forget some of these guys sometimes. They're so deep, y'all. They are so deep. It's almost embarrassing, man. Joe, what's going on, Joseph? I don't like renters. You know, Joe, I don't see you as a type that likes renters. This is true. I don't see Joe the Serious Sorrow as a guy who likes renters. I definitely do not see Joe the Serious Sorrow as someone who, you know what? No, I'm not about Joe. I'm talking about renters. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Don't care said, with you, I couldn't root for the trash trolls right now. I couldn't root for it. You know, I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, yo, man, the Padres are making a game of it, and they're in our division, and I'm just like, go get them, Padres. Just go get them. Like I cannot root for the Houston Trash Trolls. I just cannot do it. I like the fact they called up Eddie Rosario. Me too. Like I just talked about this the other day. I told you guys he was killing in AAA, something like between 320 and 340. He had a hit in every single game. I just kept saying, like, man, if he was a center fielder, man, he'd be up here right now. But with Shohei being out, this opens the door. And Rosario has been raking in the minors. You can't keep a vet like that down there. You can't do that. You either got to get him up here in the show or let him on his way. Let him go eat. Let him go earn. Let him go play baseball, man. He's earned the right. So don't just bury a vet like that in the minors just because he killed us in 2021. Don't do that. Get him up. Get him out. Get him up here, man. Let's see what he can do. And he definitely deserved it. He definitely deserved to get the call up, and he's been slaying, man. Jock Peterson, an excellent Dodger plant. Yeah, Jock hasn't got it going yet this year. Seager's gonna have an all-star season in game probably, but Jock, that's not going quite as planned for him this year, man. If Yoshi can master a third pitch, game over for this league, and he will. I'm telling you, that's what I'm just saying. If that fastball can start painting that corner like DeGrom was doing today, it's over. Because I'm telling y'all, because I saw someone say the curveball was nastier today. It was, absolutely was, but it's because of the threat of the splitter when you got guys guessing. And what I'm trying to say is when you got guys guessing curve and split, and then you can drop that fastball on the corner, what? That's going to be that pitch. It's going to be the pitch. Manuel, what's up, man? Yoshinobu is worth his entire weight in gold. I agree, brother. I agree. And if Sasaki could get his numbers of walks down, he will. He's going to. I guarantee you he was going to. He's going to, man. He's going to. Joe says, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, $325 million will be paid for by the end of the year when he adds a Cy Young and wins another title. Yep. You know, Joe, when we talked earlier in the season, and I said, like, is there a pitcher that could win MVP? And I was like, Yoshi, bro, I'm telling you, he may have that Kershaw year. But if he goes out there and he just shoves, continues to shove and deal and win after win after win, and his ERA is sub-2, bro, you got to consider it. If Muncy wakes up, it's over. He will. It's a matter of time. He makes this lineup that much scarier when he's right. Exactly. The bombs, the power, the patience at the plate. But aside from that man's glove has come a long way, a tremendous way. He'll never be as good as Justin Turner at the hot corner, but he's holding it down over there. He had 2 great plays tonight. He had a couple great plays the other night. He's been fantastic at third. And as the Dodgers walks go down, as their errors go down, as some of these bats get right, what? It is over, and it's over. What's going on, Young? 2 smallest Dodgers, Yoshi and Tommy, dominated this game. Facts. Both with power, too. Let's see. Manuel says, did Betts play today? Betts did play today. He did. Good Friday. Absolutely. Good Friday for the Dodgers. Hey, cheers, Chris. What's going on, brother? What's going on? It was a long, wow. When it comes to the Padres, we'll still have the edge with our starting rotation and bullpen if healthy. Yeah, and here's the thing. Lakers, Dodgers for life. I don't care what nobody says. The Padres are not finishing with Cease and King. They're not finishing this season with Cease and King. It's not happening. They're not about to risk losing both of these guys in free agency and not trade one of them. So they're going to lose one of those guys. And Pivetta is not going to stay. Is not going to keep pitching like this. Look, when you're playing 90% of your games at home and this guy has pitched every home game, it feels like, right? He's looking good out there, bro. Get some of these guys on the road. Get him out there. Get him out there back on the road. Get him in a hostile environment. Let these front runners get out there and face other front runners on the road. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. They played damn near every game at home. Now they're on the road. Let's see how they do. Let's see how those arms do. Let's see how those bats do. Let's see how it goes. And you just know, at some point Fernando's going to go down. You just know at some point Manny's going to go down. Do they have the depth to withstand a stretch without those guys like the Dodgers do with their guys? The Dodgers are built to withstand this. Are the Padres? Are the Giants? Are these teams built to stand where they are in an extended period of time without these guys? Another guy, Luis Arias, future free agent this offseason. Does he stay? So they're playing great. The chemistry is phenomenal. They've been pitching great. They've been hitting. But how many of these guys are going to be here after the trade deadline? That's the question. That's the question. Where are these guys going to be? That's the question. Only the Padres know the answer. Craig, what's going on, sir? Appreciate you. Muncy and Conforto stepped up with their defense tonight. Yeah. So the thing is, when you're playing on a field with that turf, for any of those who've ever played on turf or been on turf, Joe sells turf, so I know he's probably got turf on his desk right now. but what I'm saying is this: when the ball gets smoked, when it hits grass, it starts to slow it down. When it hits the turf, it doesn't slow down. Matter of fact, sometimes it can gain speed. So a lot of those singles, if you're not on it, or those doubles down the line, if you don't get to it, if you don't track it down immediately, that thing can shoot on you, hit the wall, carry them another direction, just get completely out of your reach. A double in a normal stadium can become a triple or an inside the park home run on turf very easily. Very easily. And we saw some of those plays today where Conforto cut one off. We saw some of those. So that's an absolute fact. Their defense was key because they stopped up. And with Max being able to play that hot corner and these guys getting some of those down that line there, like I said, when that ball hits that turf, it just gets another life. Gets another life. And the Dodgers took that life away. Dr. V, what's going on, Dr. V? Let's see, good stuff, Jeff, but I got a question about a short vid I saw today. What's going on, Dr. V? What's your question? Texas is a free swing club, unlike the Cubs. True. Tommy, NL home run leader. Yep. Breakfast means break fast. From the night before, we burn the carbs. Let's see. I don't want to get into this. All right, fine. The White House one, I understand your POV. Someone posted on DMAC show, what would Jackie Robinson do? Think about going to the White House? Just asking your thoughts. All right, I'm going to say this is non-political because it's not political to me, okay? And I respect the question. I just, I get a lot of heat for that take because it's not political. And everyone's like, oh, pick a side. Look, oddly enough, when I did that post, I did another short about getting some unwanted friends that I got from that post because they thought I was on their side. It was a sports take. It was not a political stance. It was not a political stake. I'm not a political guy. I'm just not. I think it's a whole dog and pony show. It's a hustle. And it's divide and conquer. And I just don't subscribe to it. I don't do it. You know what I mean? I'm neither a liberal nor a MAGA guy. Neither. I joke around all the time that I got middleman syndrome because I can form my own opinion. I can see something on this side that I agree with. I can see something on the other side I agree with. I if it makes sense to me, it makes sense to me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not loyal to any party. But my thing was purely about baseball and their tradition. It had nothing to do with the man in the White House. If there's eventually a woman in the White House, it has nothing to do with her. It will have never, ever, ever. It will never have anything to do about the person in the White House to me when it comes to baseball teams visiting the White House after a World Series championship. It will never matter to me who is in the White House. It will never matter. Never. Now, the Jackie Robinson thing, again, because I don't take a side politically, because I don't like anything that's too radical. I don't like anything that's radical this, radical that. If you're so radical in one direction, you can't see the forest through the trees, right? So for me, my thing on the Jackie Robinson thing was this. Maybe I'm wrong, and I very well could be. My take on the Jackie Robinson thing was this. Someone messed up, someone made a mistake, and they rectified it very quickly. That's how I took it. So to me, I just chalked it up as a clerical error, because if it was something they really stood on, if it was something they really felt strongly about, they wouldn't have put it back. I did not like it. I spoke on it at the time. I spoke how proud I was of Passan for being all over that. It was BS what happened, but that BS got reversed rather quickly. So to me, this is just one man with an opinion. To me, someone messed up. They corrected it. It got put back. That's how I saw it. Now, if this was done intentionally, and this was done intentionally with no intent to put it back, then I would be like, okay, it's probably a different story. I didn't see it as that. Again, not saying I'm right. But from everything I've seen from this administration, when they do something they don't give an F about, they don't undo it to appease people. They don't undo it. They don't change the bully ways. They don't undo it. You know what I mean? So the fact that they undid it led me to believe that it was a clerical error, or someone did something stupid and they fixed it. That's how I took it. So for me, my comeback always is this. My comeback has always been this. If Jackie Robinson himself would go to the White House when they didn't even let him use the bathroom there, again, insanely, disgustingly wrong, then I don't think he would have a problem with the Dodgers going there after winning a World Series. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. But once again, this take has never been political. This take has never been about the president. This take has never been about the president now. The president in 2020, when they went to both White Houses, both, because they went to the White House, not to see the president. People have to get past their own rage. People have to get past their own agendas, or the back and forth will never stop. And that's pretty much where I leave it. That's pretty much where I leave it. I'm not a political guy, y'all. I'm not. You can't ask me about what this prop is or what's this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care, because it's not like we ever really have as much say as we think we do. So I try to stick to things I can control. And that's my take. And what I can control is talking Dodgers. The Dodgers went to the White House, so I talked about it. And I just couldn't let those Philadelphia Eagles fans off the hook who thought they were all high and mighty because their Eagles didn't go to the White House. But they're going on the 28th, y'all. They're going on the 28th, so circle your calendar. So all these people coming after the Dodgers and boycott the Dodgers this and boycott the Dodgers that. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all take things way too far. Way too far. That's my take on it, DV. I respect your question. I hope you respect my answer. But again, it is not political to me. I felt there was a mess up. I felt they corrected it. It was a stupid mistake to begin with. I felt they got it right, even though they never should have got it wrong. And I think the Dodgers did the right thing by going to the White House, because every team, I'm telling you, if you look back, before the MLB ever existed, baseball champions have been going to the White House since 1865. Since 1865, baseball teams have gone to the White House. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Appreciate the question, though. I really do. Tommy Edman is the MVP. He is right now. Yeah, that's why I didn't make it political. Search, you know me. You guys never hear me talk political stuff because I'm not political. I'm not. I can give two F's about politics. Edman should lead off when Ohtani comes back. Craig, that's an interesting point, but I honestly think that Edman should be further down the lineup to get on base, to get that bottom going, or behind Ohtani. Like, I think that Mookie should go back to leadoff, is what I kind of think at this point. Like, get Mookie back to leadoff. Like, Edman, I don't have a problem with that leadoff. I think we need to get Ohtani out of leadoff, but they want him to get the number one plate appearance on the team. So I get why they're doing it, but I think they should. Got it, Oris. Love the show still. No, I appreciate you. And again, you can ask whatever question you want. It was just very important to me to explain that that take of mine was not political. It never will be. You guys will never hear me talk politics. Politics and religion, I don't really have much of an opinion on either. They're both similar, right? But I don't really have an opinion on it because it comes with a lot of radicalism, right? There's a lot of people that just get way too crazy over it. I just don't want to be part of that, man. I just don't. Craig, does Edman have a permanent defensive position to play? Right now, it's second base. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me and Joe have mentioned that numerous times about him at the end of the lineup, but I think the type of year he's having, I just don't think they're going to let him bat anywhere near ninth. What's going on, Aaron? Edman hits anywhere in the lineup, and that's what makes him special. Thank you, St. Louis. Again, yes, thank you, St. Louis. He is better now than he was in St. Louis. St. Louis did not know they were giving this version away. The Dodgers unlocked something, y'all. The Dodgers unlocked something with him. His whole stance, his approach, everything's different. Everything's different. It has been since the second he got here. This Edman never would have seen the light of day in St. Louis. They never would have seen this version of Edman. Never. Never. They never would have seen this version of Edman in St. Louis. Wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. Phillips is coming back soon. Yeah, Kopech should be getting closer too. Dryer has a better arsenal of pitchers. Dryer's filthy too, man. He is super filthy. Gratterall throwing 102 with movement when he gets back. Whew. Vesey is suspect in high pressure. But see, that's the craziest thing. He's not. If you look at what he did last year, he was one of the best high leverage relievers in baseball. Now, he will stress you the F out. He will have you worried as hell, and you think you can't trust him. Then you look at the numbers and you realize, oh my God, he's been one of the best in pressure situations. That man drives me nuts, but he is one of the absolute best in pressure situations. He is. Me mind my business. When Gratterall and Kopech coming back, Gratterall's not going to be at least till the middle of the year. I heard the other day that Kopech has made tremendous strides, barring a setback, probably a few more weeks. I said do it. I don't know what do it is. Padres versus Astros. I'd rather pretend they both don't exist. Facts, man. Facts. Let's see. Mr. Seabad, DeGrom looked good tonight, but Yams looked great for the dub. Yeah, they both were incredible. Like, Jacob DeGrom pitched well enough to win that baseball game. He absolutely did. He was dominant out there. Just Edman got him. Edman got him, and then they got to the pen. He pitched absolutely well enough to win a game tonight against a world champion, but Edman got him, and then they got to the pen. Yoshi looked as good as I've ever seen him today. Yeah, just phenomenally filthy, man. Edman is a Swiss Army knife. He is. Yams isn't tipping pitches anymore and is in total command of his pitches, which is true. In games where it's garbage time, I bet you Edman can pitch. He probably can, man. He probably can. Thank you, SND. What is he? Whoop, what's going on? Whoop. Let's see. At EmpireJeffTV, hey brother, shout out to the Empire Army. I have a feeling the Lakers will win in 5. Also, have you heard of Zach Neto? Yes. Yeah, I have. I think I'll have a Laker video coming soon. I've been kind of I'm married to baseball, man. Every time I got free time, I just keep leaning towards baseball. But yeah, I think the Dodgers. I think the Lakers. I can see the Lakers sweeping. I can see the Lakers winning in 5, or I can see them winning in 6. I depend how the first 2 games go at home. I think make a big difference. But if Luka averaged like 30, a damn near 30-point triple-double against Minnesota. He is so good against centers, pulling guys out. I think Austin Reeves potentially can play Conley off the floor. Randall's going to have some issues probably at times, but I think the Lakers got that rather easily, and I'm not trying to be cocky or confident. I just think it's a bad matchup for the Wolves right now. Yeah, I think they could. Dan Inspiration, what's going on, man? Not gonna lie, Jock Peterson looking like modern day Babe Ruth. Look, not play. Yeah, he getting Pudgy Peterson. I was calling him last year in Arizona. I was like, Pudgy Peterson out there, man. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Get a little pudge to him, man. I wonder who will catch tomorrow with Sasaki on the mound. Barnes catch the last. He's his pitcher now, I think. He's his catcher now, I think. I think Barnes is going to do it because what I've often said is Barnes' value to this baseball team goes so much further than plate appearances. What he does with this staff is second to none. And he very well may end up being Rockies catcher for the remainder of his career. Very, very, very possible. What's going on, Xbox? They say good day, Serge, Aaron, Jeff, and Joey. Everyone else in this great chat, go LA. Appreciate you. Totally respect the take. It made me think when they introduced Jackie Robinson and what he would do. Again, like I said, they played in a horrible time. They played in a horrible era. But if you heard, like they showed up and they played, right? They loved the game, they loved the sports, and they didn't necessarily love the people or the political traditions, but they did their part, right? They wrote it out, they made it through. And like I said, if Jackie Robinson can go to the White House, that didn't even let him use the bathroom, that I don't believe that he would have a problem with the World Series champion honoring an MLB tradition. Look, one thing, man, these guys grew up dreaming of going to the White House because it meant they won a World Series. It's hard to just take a political stance and not go to something you dreamt about. Some of these guys may never get that chance again. Some of them may never get the chance again, right? And again, they don't do it for the person in the White House. They do it for the White House. And when people can get past their own agendas and their own hatred on both sides, it's the house they went for. It's the house they went for. And I understand the Warriors didn't go, and I understand this, that, but that's not MLB. MLB tradition, like I said, since 1865. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not the same. The NBA is not the same when it comes to doing that. It's not. It's not. The Warriors it was their right to do it. It was their right to not go. It was guys' right to not go. Mookie didn't go in 2018. That was his right not to go. Me personally, I'm not going to sit here and judge someone's decision. I feel if you're a baseball player and you win, you go to the White House. Clearly, Mookie felt that way too, because he went in 2020 when Biden was there. And now he went in 2025, when Trump was there. So he ended up going to both, even though he skipped in 2018. I don't care about 2018. That was when he was a Red Sox. We don't care. But like I said, I respect the tradition. You don't have to respect the man. Plenty of people go to work every single day for people they don't respect, they don't love, and who are disgusting human beings. But they go collect that check from them. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. We need a Japanese-only pen. That'd be crazy. Nope. Let's see. It's good. Possibly both Dodgers and Lakers will win it all this year. That would be crazy. What's going on, David? Appreciate you. I don't know what you're amening, but thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Is Ohtani baby here yet? I don't know if the baby's here. I think they're expecting any time now. Ohtani's kid will be a three-way player. That's funny. Probably happened because whoever was in charge didn't know who he was. And yeah, and you're probably talking about the Jackie Robinson thing. That's what I think it was. I could be completely wrong again. I feel that it was an error. I make no excuses for a lot of the stuff that those people have done, clearly. But this one, because of the fact of how fast they corrected it, is not their MO. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's not their MO. So the fact that they did it leads me to believe that they were like, uh-oh. But let's see, Joe says, I'm a political guy. I can take you as a political guy. I just don't care about politics because even political people have no say in it. Like, it again, I make jokes all the time about like people on the couch for fans. It's also people on the couch for politics. We think we matter, but we don't. We don't. They're gonna get what they want regardless. They're gonna get what they want regardless. What's going on, Karan? What's going on, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. When we don't see Kiki and Rojas in the starting lineup, we're in good shape. I don't know about Kike. Kike is just so valuable all over the place that I don't know about that. Easiest way to mind people. Let's see. Ohtani's kid will be pimping at Dodgers onesie that says dad's MVP. That's funny. Let's see. Lakers Dodgers for life says, I can't say enough about Tommy Edman. Loved everything about him. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. True professional today against one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he goes yard. He's my favorite player. Yeah, you can just tell he's a coach's son. You can just tell he's a coach's son, man. He does everything right. When I was in San Diego, I was at a bar. Well, a lot of bars, but I was at a bar, and at one of the bars that we were at, I was sitting next to one of his old high school teammates, because he played out in like San Diego and La Jolla area, and the guy that I was sitting next to, we just started chopping up. We were talking baseball, and he's, "Oh man, you're a real baseball guy." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I come from a baseball family." I'm like, "Who?" And he was telling me, and his dad coached with Edman's dad, still does, and he played with Edman, and he was just telling me all these things, and just Edman's just always been this type of guy. So that's why when the Dodgers zeroed in on him, he was just a Dodgers guy. He's a guy that they wanted. They waited out Mookie. They waited out Freddie. They waited out these type of guys. They're waiting on another one. They're waiting on another one. But these are their guys. And Tommy Edman has been someone they've been trying to get for a long time, and they finally got him. And St. Louis is like, I can't believe we just gave this guy away. They knew that he was good. They didn't know this version of him. Mookie doesn't steal enough to lead off anymore. Tommy has speed to steal once in a while. He stole that one today, too, and was called out. It was BS. That was safe. Do you think Dodgers will eventually get Luis Robert Jr. this season? It's possible. It's possible they get him. Very possible they get him. Tomorrow is prime time at 1 p.m. Love the Fox Showcase games. Yeah, I won't be home to watch that tomorrow, man. That sucks. If Dalton Rushing can play center, I'd replace Pages for Dalton. He can't play center. But I can tell you that Robert Jr. Robert Jr. has a good chance to become a Dodger, simply because I think the one that the guy that the Dodgers have is number one probably isn't going to be available unless something crazy happens. But crazy things have happened. I used to say the same thing about Mookie Betts. We got him, right? So there is a chance. And the reason the Luis Robert is so known, the reason why it's so known is because other teams are knowing that they're waiting on the Dodgers. And so it's getting out. It's not coming from the Dodgers. It's just that they're not taking any other, they're not really taking any of the offer from these other teams as of now. So other teams believe that there's kind of a framework in place with the Dodgers, and they're just waiting on it. So that's kind of why it's out there. It's not coming from the Dodgers, and it's really not coming from the White Sox. It's coming from a lot of other teams and agents is where it's really coming from. And they're right. I talked about this a couple of days ago. They're right. The White Sox and Dodgers talked. They've been talking. There is somewhat of a framework. There was more to Bobby Miller pitching the other day than just coming up and filling innings. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Didn't go well for Bobby, but Luis Robert is a real option. Certified real option. I'm here to tell you this. 100% real option. But we will see. Dan Inspiration says, can we just bench Kike and just use him for the playoffs? He's looking real bad at the plate. That happened last year. Then he got going again, right? So, again, he's not designed to play every day. When we get all of our guys and everything's going well, he probably won't. Let's see. Jasper. What's going on, Jasper? Talk about Kike. Kike got an RBI today. Let's see. Joe says, I judge everyone. It's probably why you're not a judge. Let's see. Sign Ohtani, baby, to a 40-year deferred contract. That's crazy. Mookie is currently hitting 254. If his batting keeps falling, will he be switched to second? Well, he is second. But, oh, you mean like instead of shortstop? Mookie got off to a good start. He's hit a dip. He's been through a lot to start the season. Give him some time. You know, he's just a little bit of a rut right now. He started great, a little bit of a rut. Who's the next Japanese player the Dodgers signed? The third baseman? I don't know. I don't know if they sit out next year or not. We'll see. If they get a third baseman this year, they may not be looking at this guy. So we will wait and see on that. But the Dodgers have their hands in a lot of things. The Dodgers are prepared to be involved in a lot of things. The Dodgers are involved in a lot of things. Now it's just a matter of what of those things do they execute. and I believe it's going to be a center fielder. And Luis Roberts, like I said, is a legit option. But they have a chance to pull off something crazy. They'll do it. They'll do it. They will do it. And on that note, I'm going to shut it down for the night. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I am Empire Jeff. This is EmpireJeffTV. We talk to Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Search the mod of mods. I appreciate you. You're the best in the business. Thank you for forever holding it down. I'll be back soon with a Laker video, man. Every time I sit down to do a show, I just go to the Dodger art. I just keep pulling the baseball. So I did watch some of the basketball games tonight. So y'all have a great Easter weekend. I'm sure at some point I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure how much on Sunday. If not, it'll be late Sunday night. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. Have a great Easter weekend with your families. And I will catch you guys on the next one. As always, let's go Lakers. Let's go Dodgers. And F the Houston Trash Trolls. Love y'all. Stay safe. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.